2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Grizzlies taking on the Clippers. For the Grizzlies, they know each game presents a test of physical endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Here's George. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And he makes that one.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. And he gets the bucket. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here's George.
Wow! Young fella.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
George has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Morant surveying the D. And that one drops for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Ibaka. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And to me, it's never easy trying to guard Serge Ibaka. This guy is such a powerful player who is not afraid to mix it up.
Valanciunas passes to Morant. Missed inside.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Outside Leonard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Now Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in.
So he gets them both.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
And Ibaka kicks to Beverley. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And Patrick Beverley good for 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
To the middle. Here's Anderson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Anderson's got his second basket.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's George. Buries it down low. 6 points for Paul George. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant right side. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 3. Down low. Here's Batum. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The pass to Zubac. There's the dish to Leonard. Good on the shot. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Memphis the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And the shot is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant with it. Pass to Valanciunas. Six on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
For the Clippers, Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Clark against Morris. Clark, the pass to Melton. Back to Clark. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Clark's got 5 points so far.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Jones, the pass to Tillman. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Jackson drives in. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA. Understands his role as a stretch 4.
And Morris drops them both. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. There's Winslow, and it's good, 2 points. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Melton's shot is good.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Tries again. Morris, no good. Memphis has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
It's stolen by Morris. The shot, no good. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Clippers on top, up by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun, and it's light.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Lou Williams out there with Jackson. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Kennard in at the 3 spot. Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw, good, Anderson. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Winslow. And Allen subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And then for Los Angeles, Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on the quick 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Jones sends it back. Fast break Memphis. Allen leading the charge. Here's Brooks. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Beverley. The shot from the low post is good. Beverley's got 5 now.
Well, this guy is a fighter. Patrick Beverley will not back down from contact.
Pass to Allen. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
So, for the Clippers, Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard, and Paul George is subbed in for Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Morant. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
George passes to Ibaka. Valanciunas against Beverly. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get open is Ibaka. A nice shot by George.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Here's Morant. The shot will not fall, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks.
You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense and an easy 2 points on the board.
Pass to Brooks. Anderson outside. Memphis moving it around. Brooks with the bucket.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Kicks it out to Leonard. The pass to Batum. Stolen by Anderson. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. That one wide left. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Leonard.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Anderson, and Winslow subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morant finds Clark. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis. That free throw good from George.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's Morant. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Basket good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Morant against Williams. Morant passes to Clark. Good work defensively by Morris.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Passes to Clark. Pass to Valanciunas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I'll tell you, on the low block, Valanciunas has shown that he can be a skilled offensive player, and the defense has got to pay attention to him. What a tremendous job playing through contact.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. Morant outside. And it's sent back by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
And George gets it to go.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Morant against Williams. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Morant. The Clipper shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
So both teams making some changes here. For Los Angeles, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And he's good on the second. 30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Winslow. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Clearly a foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Morris kicks to Kennard. And yes, it's good. Kennard's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Clippers lead.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 18 points, and you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant now in at the guard spots. Anderson is out there with Brooks. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Brooks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 9 points. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Batum throws it down.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverley. Wow.
Beverley against Morant. Anderson outside. And it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Beverley up top, guarded by Morant. It's tipped.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Allen for 3, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
George passes to Beverley. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it's Beverley missing. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Nobody near Allen. That doesn't go either for Allen.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
They get the rebound. Ibaka dishes to Batum. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And we know Patrick Beverley is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverley has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Morant with a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark. Clippers leading by 6. Leonard kicks to George. Fires for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, the 3 ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
To the inside. Bain. And it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
Here's Morant. 12 points for him. That one misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Valanciunas. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. Really left alone that time. Brooks has got 8 here in the quarter.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Patrick Beverley puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, and will get to the free throw line.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Morant, and then for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. Lou Williams is subbed in for Paul George. The drive by Brooks, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Batum dishes to Leonard. Chalk up 2 there. 14 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
Brooks against Leonard. And Brooks, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Williams double team. Here's Zubac. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 5 assists in the game. Brooks against Leonard. Clark outside. Back to Brooks. Bain, defended by Beverly. Bain, and it's in there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 8-point game. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Leonard looking around. A shot by Batum, no good. Memphis has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And that one's good. Brooks.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Los Angeles leading by 3. Williams kicks to Kennard. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got 7 points.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
And Brooks, here we go. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. Williams against Jones. Brooks outside. Here's Tillman. And the layup is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williams kicks to Leonard. Kennard for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Brooks feeling it out a bit to the paint. Clark, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 13 points in the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Jones, no one around him. And the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Here's Jackson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Kennard. That's good from Jackson. 29 seconds left in the third. Morant outside. Fires it up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Leonard attacking. Count it. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
The 3 from Morant. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Williams. Then it's Ibaka. And it's George in at the shooting guard. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got 6 assists in the game. Memphis has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Allen's shot is off. Clippers leading by 14. Outside Leonard. Williams gets the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Memphis with the ball. Here's Morant. Around the back and lays it in.
You know, I like that he didn't go for the straightforward layup. He gave us a little something extra right there.
Inside. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Allen against George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Both good from the line that time.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Now, you have got to give Paul George so much respect. He's just amazing at drawing contact when he's shooting.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
That's tipped. Allen's shot is off.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Clippers moving the ball around. A shot by Batum, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 14, and there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul, and Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Morant passes to Allen, and it's sent back by George. Morris finds Beverly. It's George on the wing. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Timeout.
George has got 28.
Well, Paul George just putting on a show right now. He's been around this league for a long time. The confidence is there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Allen outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Ibaka. George passes to Batum. And Winslow pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant, that's for 2. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
A confident shooter. When Morant sees an opportunity to pull up, he does not pass it up.
George against Allen. And they pick up 2. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Batum against Anderson. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Brooks checked in for Winslow. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris. Here's Morant. It's blocked.
Wow, Patrick Beverly, barely 6 feet. Send it back, young Patrick.
Here's Leonard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Memphis. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brooks has got 23 points.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post, possesses great touch and great length.
Morant outside. Brooks against Leonard. Back to Morant. Fires at the elbow. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 11 points in the quarter.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Brooks outside. From the wing, the offensive rebound, Valanciunas, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
And George kicks to Ibaka. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard attacking. 5 on the clock. George, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 20. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Looking to get it going, and finished off by Morant.
Oh, that's how you power that one down, young fella.
He went hard to the hoop and did not disappoint when he got there. Leonard finds Batum. Now George. Here's Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
Morant outside. To the paint. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots. Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kevin Gelly's checked in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Got a piece of it. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Bain, and he banks in the layup.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Patterson. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Mann. Makes it off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never